Over 400,000 Minnesotans hit the great outdoors for the deer firearm hunting season. In this week's Northwoods Experience, reporter Miles Walker has more on how the state is seeing an uptick in overall numbers so far.
Through Monday, over 121,000 deer have been harvested in 2025, and according to the Minnesota DNR, roughly 65,000 deer were harvested over deer firearm opening weekend alone, surpassing the state's average of 59,000 over the last 5 years.
About 35% of all deer that are harvested in the state of Minnesota in a given year are actually harvested during that opening weekend of firearms. Overall, a very successful firearm season so far. Compared to last year, we're up about 9-10%. That's just showing more hunters are harvesting more deer, and that's kind of statewide too.
License sales are also up 1 to 2% this year, with the Minnesota DNR recording over 380,000 firearm licenses, which is music to the ears of longtime deer hunting enthusiasts.
My whole family, like both sides, have been hunting for forever, really. I can remember being as little as maybe like 4 years old and going out and being super excited to see like the deer that my dad shot or that my mom shot. Every hunter remembers their first deer. I think I was 12 years old. It's just so much fun and something that's fun to do with your family as well.
And the increase in hunters is coinciding well with an increase in Minnesota's deer population, excluding the northeastern region. However, the Minnesota DNR has noted higher numbers in deer harvest within the northeast, signaling a reduced winter mortality rate.
Cold temperatures and deep snow especially really impact their survival. Food is buried under snow. They're going to rely more heavily on those fat reserves as those deplete. Even if they do make it out of the winter, they're going to come out in a lot rougher shape. But when we get mild winters, especially multiple in a row, that really lets the deer population bounce back.
While the numbers are looking up for both Minnesota's deer population and avid hunters, chronic wasting disease mitigation is still very much the same never-ending battle. Both the Minnesota DNR and the state's avid hunters understand the value in following proper protocol.
There's a lot of things going against us with this disease. It's very hard to really get ahead of because there is no treatment and it's always fatal. One of the best ways that we can hopefully get ahead of this is through monitoring.
You want to have a healthy population, gets more people interested in hunting, and just good for the overall ecosystem of everything, not just the deer.
Reporting in Brainerd with this week's Northwoods Experience, Miles Walker, Lakeland News.
And the firearms deer season continues in 100 series deer permit areas through November 23rd. Muzzleloader deer season opens November 29th and continues through December 14th.
Northwoods Experience is sponsored in part by LVI Supply, providing the Bemidji area with industrial products and equipment sales and service. More info at 218-444-3930 or lvisupply.com. Lakeland News is a nonprofit news organization. Donate to Lakeland PBS today to support your local news team.